Okay. See, in between I wanted to ask, are you able to write within 9 minutes? Are you able to write answer within 9 minutes? No. See, what you have to do is, you write whatever point you know on the first 8 minutes. Like maybe you are taking time to plan and all, whatever it is. Whenever there is only 1 minute remaining, you try to conclude. Okay. Depends on how many questions you know in the exam also. Because there are 20 questions and you have 3 hours. If you take all questions are of equal marks, now it is not like that, 10 for lower marks and 10 for higher marks in the latest pattern. The pattern was changing every other year. So no one is sure about what will be the pattern this year or next year. So you have this calculation always in your mind. 180 by 20. This will be your maximum time. That is 9 minutes. Okay. And what you should do is, when it is 8 minutes, you might have written 3-4 points at least, half of the answer at least. Though that will be the most important point if you have written properly. You conclude. Unless you have, there are some questions out of this 20 which you don't know and you will not be attempting. Suppose if you have 5 questions which you are not going to attempt, that changes the equation into 180 by 15 or 16, whatever the case may be. Clear? That should be your approach. So that even if you see, try to start writing conclusion 1 minute before the end time, it will take another 2 minutes. So you will be losing some time, but it will be minimized. So that in the end you will be attempting maximum number of questions. Okay, coming back to hybrid vehicles. What do you understand by hybrid technology? Hybrid technology is the word given for all type of technologies where a renewable source of energy is used along with conventional source of energy. Okay. So the technology in which 2 sources of energy are used, one is renewable and other is conventional. Clear? So all of you know automobiles are driven by petroleum products, petrol, diesel, etc. Okay. So automobiles need petroleum products. That is how it is being done right now. And you know, now there is some attempt to have electric vehicles. But electric vehicles are not successful to a large extent. You know why? The reasons for lack of success of electric vehicles is that the power of the motor of electric motor is much less than what can be generated by fossil fuels. So if there is a steep climb, an electric vehicle may not be able to climb it. Clear? Similarly, weight of electric vehicles is high, larger. At the same time, capacity is lower. High weight and low capacity. Why? Because if you need an electric vehicle, you need a large set of batteries. Like you can see, there is a vehicle called a Reva, Mahindra Reva, a car, 2-seater car. It is having whole of its boot space filled with batteries. So too much weight because of battery, less capacity because of battery. Now it needs to be charged. Okay. So battery will finish off and you have to recharge it. If your mobile got switched off because of lack of charge, you have option. But if you are traveling a long distance and you don't have a charging point, it will be disaster. Clear? So these are the reasons why electrical vehicles are not successful. So now we are talking about hybrid technologies where there will be both sources, petroleum product as well as electricity as the source of energy. Clear? So right now hybrid vehicles are in the market. Toyota Camry hybrid is available. There are many more. The most common one is okay. But this technology came to India only 2-3 years back. 2 years back, to be more specific. It is the recent technology. Okay. So how does this hybrid vehicle manages the ill effects of petroleum as well as ill effects of electric car is by some technologies called hybrid enabling technologies. Okay. There is no specific technology called hybrid enabling technologies. All the technological advancements which can be used to make this hybrid vehicles possible or hybrid equipments possible with two sources of energy is commonly called as hybrid enabling technologies. Anything can be called as a hybrid enabling technology if it has some specific help in this scenario. Clear? So this is not a technical term, this is a common term which means whatever you want to mean according to the situation. Clear? So there are different types of hybrids. Full hybrid, mild hybrid and plug-in hybrid. These are the three types of hybrid in the common classification. There are multiple classifications. I am not going into technical classification and all. I am trying to give you the basic classification which layman should know. Full hybrid is a hybrid in all respect. It can run on electric power or it can run on petroleum as a source of energy or it can run on a mixture of both depending on the situation. Okay. Clear? Now mild hybrid. Mild hybrid is a vehicle which acts like hybrid, acts as a hybrid in normal situation. Okay. So on normal road, in normal situation, it can run either on petrol or on electricity or on both. But when there is need for high power, like climbing a steep up road, it will switch, it cannot act like a hybrid. It will completely switch to petroleum based vehicle. Clear? This is a mild hybrid. And plug-in hybrid is a mild hybrid which can be charged by plugging into the source. Okay. You can plug it into the electric source like you plug in your mobile and charge it. In these two conditions, there is no possibility of external charging. You cannot plug in and charge. Okay. Clear? So there can be multiple technologies which are hybrid enabling. And one of the most important technology is regenerative braking. You know, how does a car or a bike apply brake? There will be two objects which comes into contact with each other, which creates friction, and because of the friction the wheel stops. Okay, and you know, whenever there is friction there will be heat. Braking is by friction, and when there is friction there will be loss of energy in the form of heat. Clear? It will get heated when two things rub together at very high speed. So in regenerative braking there is some converters here which convert this heat energy into electric energy and charges the battery. Okay. Clear? Then there is power assist technology. Power assist technology is the ability of this engine to support the power need, support the need for higher power by electrical engine. Suppose the vehicle is traveling on petroleum. When more power is needed, the electrical surge will be there, which will add to the power of the vehicle. Okay. Then there is electric only drive technology. Okay. In this case, what is happening is that during the drive, it will use only electricity, and when there is a at the time of starting of the motor and all, it uses petroleum. Okay. And you can even mention about fuel cells. You know, fuel cells. Fuel cells are cells in which some fuels are used to generate electricity. You know how normally a cell works? There will be some sulfuric acid and two metal electrodes, and sulfuric acid degenerates at two electrodes, releasing electrons and accepting electron at the another point. So now if you want a lot of cells, it needs that much of sulfuric acid containers. Battery is nothing but a sulfuric acid container. Clear? Now in fuel cells, what is happening is that there will be two electrodes and there will be a supply of fuel which reacts here, and residues are allowed to go out. Clear? So in this case only a fuel tank is needed which can supply the fuel continuously, even to generate electricity. Clear? Most common fuel cell is hydrogen fuel cell. Okay. Actually what is happening is that in this case there will be a hydrogen tank from which hydrogen will be supplied to the battery, where battery will be absorbing air from outside and sending in the oxygen, and this air will be used to react with hydrogen here using some catalyst. Using some catalyst, hydrogen will be forced to lose electrons and become H plus. Okay, and here using some catalyst, oxygen will be forced to gain electrons and become O minus, and so the residue will be water. Okay, so there will be a continuous supply of hydrogen, there will be a continuous intake of oxygen, air, and there will be a continuous discharge of water vapor. This is how fuel cell works, and in the process there will be generation of electricity. Clear? And these fuel cells you can mention, because when we use more fuel cell, the size of the battery comes down. Okay, you know, and there is one more context in this question, because earlier we were using platinum as the catalyst. Platinum as the catalyst to force hydrogen to lose electrons and become H plus. Now some Indian scientists have come up with a new catalyst, selenium graphene catalyst. Selenium graphene catalyst. Okay. So this selenium graphene catalyst can make the hydrogen lose electrons much more easily, and it is lighter than platinum. So the batteries will be much more lighter, it requires much more lesser space, and it will be more efficient, and transmission loss will be less. Clear? So all these things you can mention additionally.